Hello and welcome to the 5th dungeon boss guide for Dawntrail, but let's just begin. The first boss will start off with Strident Shriek. This is simply unavoidable raid-wide damage. He'll then place these 2 venom balls on the arena and use Venom Spill, which is either going to hit the left or the right ball of venom. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is go to the opposite side that he is lifting his arm up to. Basically, the venom spits are going to create AoEs, as you can see here, but it's more or less just go to the opposite side. He'll do this 4 times, then jump to the middle of the arena and cast Writhing Riot. This will show you 3 AoEs that he's about to do. All you have to do here really is just remember where the first one is and then move into it once it's resolved, and also make sure you're not being hit by any of the other cleaves. Easiest way to do this is dodge into the left or right section depending on where the safe spot is, and you'll be safe from further AoEs. It'll then cast another Strident Shriek, then place its Venom Puddles down yet again, and use Venom Spill 4 more times yet again. But this time, on the very last one, everyone's going to have spreads, so make sure you're spreading out accordingly and not clipping each other. The boss will then use Collective Agony. This is simply a line group stack. And then finally, it'll use Convulsive Crush, which is a tank buster. After that, it's rinse and repeat until the boss is dead. The second boss will begin with Electro Wave, which is again unavoidable raid-wide damage. And then use Bionic Thrash. Here you just want to pay attention to the 2 long arms and see which spot is not covered by one of them. If you've ever done Dunscape, it's literally the same as Queen Skaketh. I think that's what she's called. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, it's the exact same mechanic as that. The boss will then cast Initialize Androids. This will spawn ads on each of the lines in the north of the arena. Simply look at the ads and see which ones are glitching out. The ones that are glitching out won't use the AoE. Just stand in line with them. After that, the ads will become targetable, so as a tank, make sure you pick them up and then everyone else AoE them down. The boss will then cast Initialize Turrets. This will put turrets to the east and the west. Look at where the turrets are spawning, and again, just like with the ads, look which ones are glitching out. The ones that are glitching out will be safe. You're going to do this 2 times on each side, so just make sure you check both sides after each set. Then the boss will cast Surge. This will do a knockback to the east or west, depending on which one you're in more, and give everyone spreads as well. Here you're doing the opposite of what you've been doing since now. You're going to be knocked back into one of the non-glitching out objects here to avoid being thrown into the electrical wall. The boss will then cast another Initialize Androids, same concept as the last time, but this time it's going to do a Bionic Thrash, so you need to make sure you're in line with one of the glitching out ads and also not being hit by the Bionic Thrash. These ads will once again become targetable, so make sure you're handling them once they spawn. And then it's rinse and repeat until the boss is dead. The final boss will start off with Psychic Wave, and this is unavoidable raid-wide damage. It'll then cast Overwhelming Charge. This will simply do a massive rectangular cleave in front of it, so make sure you just go behind the boss here. Then the boss will cast Psychokinesis. What you have to do here is look west and east and see the doors that are vibrating here. These are the doors that will cause line AoEs, so make sure not to be in line with them here. After which ads will spawn, so make sure the tank picks these up and everyone AoEs them down. The The boss will then channel these knockbacks, and it looks confusing at first, but all you need to pay attention to is either the arrows going north or south. Ignore the ones going west or east, they never come in use. And look at where the boss is facing. You want to use the arrows that will knock you in the direction where the boss isn't facing. So in this case, we use the arrows that are in front of the boss, which will knock us behind the boss. The boss will then cast Voltaic Slash, which is just a tank buster. And then it will charge the knockbacks again. But this time it will actually do the cleave, so I'll just let this play out and show you an example of how we're getting knocked back here. Then the boss will cast Electro Lance. This will do a large circular AoE at the southern half of the map, and then it will create these lines around the map that indicate eminent avoidable AoEs. Simply find the safe spot here, which looks like this. I believe it's a consistent safe spot and the same every time, but I could have just been lucky, so just open your eyeballs. The boss will then cast another Psychokinesis, but this time it's going to give everyone spread indicators, so just be wary not to be on top of each other. Then the boss will channel another knockback set, and again give everyone spread markers here. And at this point it's rinse and repeat until the boss is dead. And little fun fact, I do purposely wipe on some of these bosses just to get more footage for you, or just better examples. So yeah, that's cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe, and see you in the next one. So goodbye.